Happy New Year, everyone. Normally we would be doing this live at the Marriott in front of 650 people, but of course with COVID we had to postpone that, if you will. So this video that Josh is putting together is all about what we would cover in that holiday party and recognizing quite a few of you. First off, I think it's really important that we touch on 2020. What a year. Probably most importantly, the neat part of 2020, the beginning of it, our vision came true. The vision we set out quite a few years ago on what all the pieces that we would move would look like, and it all came true at the end of February. It started with the completion of the brand new Buick GMC Cadillac building right here at the Chevy campus, and moving all of that operation from Hiawatha down here last week of February. And then the next weekend, taking everything off of First Avenue out of the Ford Hyundai store and moving it to Hiawatha. And that was really a great step for all of us, this company, in completing the vision on all the pieces, the acquisitions, and moving everything into where we really saw it about 8 to 10 years ago. And thank you for everybody that was here at that time. It was a ton of work. And the craziest part is we moved, and I think it was 12 days later, COVID hits. And obviously, soon after that, we got a little bit of hail, like 1,600 cars worth of hail. But everybody persevered, even into the derecho August 6th. Holy cow. And everybody persevered. Obviously, we had a lot of change in our number of employees, which was hard to take. But as I look at 2020 and realize if everything has a silver lining, which it always does, right? It was how we came out of this as a company. And that is what brings me to 2021 in the start of a brand new year. And that is, as we go into 2021, I firmly believe, and that's what challenges, obstacles, and all those things that were brought about last year bring out of people, and that is we are stronger than ever as we go into 2021. I truly believe that you learn a lot from that, and we have learned a ton. And we've seen people just rise with those challenges. And that's probably the proudest thing I can say as we came out of 2020 and you reflect on it, is the resilience and the persistence of all of you through what in my 40 years is the craziest. And I think many people would say that. But that's a huge thank you out to all of you for everything you did through that. And again, 2021, without question, we are stronger than ever as a company. And the last thing I want to mention is today was a pretty bittersweet day. Today's January 12th. Yesterday was the official day, but Dennis O'Brien, many of you know Dennis. Dennis and I have worked together for 38 years. He's been our parts director for quite a few of those years. And he retired yesterday, and today we had a little official party, if you will, and a send-off with the parts departments up in the delivery room at Chevy. Gave him a couple gifts, and it's bittersweet because Dennis is an amazing leader, has been an amazing leader for a long, long time. But Rick Sayer deemed him the parts czar, and you'll still see Dennis. He is going to continue to help Tony Edgerly and his team with parts for at least this next year and stay involved. But congratulations to Dennis and Cheryl. And as we speak, they're down at Riverside having some fun and doing some gambling and all that stuff. So again, thank you to Dennis. I know he'll see this, and I want everybody to know how valuable he has been to our family business for such a long, long time, and will be dearly missed, but thank goodness he'll still be around. So now we're going to get to some of the other video that talks about the tenure and the awards and those things. And again, thanks for an amazing 2020, and on to a stronger than ever 2021. Thank you.
I am very honored and excited to be able to announce this year's Dorothy McGrath Award winner. The Dorothy McGrath Award is designed to recognize someone within the company who embodies all that Dorothy did, which essentially was no matter what adversity, no matter what challenges that she faced, she did whatever she needed to do without complaining. So she made it happen, positive attitude, positive mindset. And so we always want to recognize somebody every year that embodies just that. And I'm very excited to announce that this year's award winner is Ashley Anderson.
I just got goosebumps.
Oh, you here.
Oh,
Crystal
I
Shamrock.
have my shoes on. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Thank
Oh,
you.
yes. So we appreciate everything you do. I know.
Am I like bright red? Oh my gosh.
So congratulations to Ashley, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about Ash. So she started with us back in October of 2011, so just a little over 9 years ago, she joined our team. And she started in the accounting office, working with the Coraville store to do bookkeeping, titling, all of that good stuff. She made her way throughout the office, essentially just learning and taking in everything she could to acquire more knowledge about all facets of the office and the accounting office. And actually just this past year recently, she was promoted to supervisor. And it's not why we're celebrating her is for that necessarily. Why we're celebrating her and awarding her is because of the fact that she faces a lot day in and day out, right? So she's supervising 10 people. She's got 11 F&I directors. She has probably upwards of 30 producers that she's constantly in communication with at all different times of the day. And what is so unique about Ashley is her attitude and her enthusiasm to just tackle what's in front of her. So she gets disrupted, she gets an interruption, and you would never know it. She makes everybody feel like whatever their issue is, she knows it's important and she's gonna figure out an answer. Because her job is pretty tricky, really. So she is the keeper of all rules, right? So this is how we have to do this. This is how we have to do this. This is why we can't do this. And that could be easily misconstrued to be, hey, sorry, we can't do it, that type of thing. But what Ashley does when you go to her is she makes you feel like, hey, this is what we have to follow. This is how we can get this done. And how can I help you, right? And everybody that I talk to, I've talked to Chris, I've talked to Rick, Deb, anybody that interacts with her knows that it's that tenacity to figure out how we can move it forward and what's the best thing to do to make that happen is what makes her so special and so unique, because she's going to have a great attitude and a great mindset to just help everybody out. And also just her ability to do the right thing. That was a very, common thread when talking to everybody, is she just wants to do the right thing and she's going to do it thoroughly and she's going to get the job done. And obviously that's part of our mission statement, and she definitely embodies that as well. So one last thing that makes Ashley so unique and we really appreciate about her is the fact that no matter what she has going on, she always has that sense of steadiness and even-keeledness. So she may be finishing up month end with her team, and there could be a lot going on and a lot of things that need to get done. But when you interact with her, you wouldn't know that, because she wants to make sure that she's handling your situation and that issue very calmly and matter of fact to get that done and move it forward. So something that's very unique, and we really appreciate that. We are so lucky to have Ashley on the team. We are so proud of you for all that you've gone through and all that you continue to do for us, Ashley. And we really, really appreciate it and super proud to give you this award. So congratulations.
I'm excited to recognize our Years of Service Award winners. This award is given in 5-year increments to thank you for your hard work and dedication to this company. Each winner will be getting a certificate and folder with an option to select a gift. I'm going to read the letter that's inside the folder, and then we'll start naming the recipients off. Congratulations! Thanks to you, we're leaders. At your year milestone, we honor you for the part you play in maintaining our performance standards and commitment to excellence. We know that the achievements and success aren't by accident. Breakthroughs come after spending what seems like months of hard work and trying new ideas. The successful growth of our company is a direct result of you and our valued employees. Your dedication and commitment serve as a vital link in the chain which drives our operation. People are and always will be our greatest asset. Please know that you are an important member of our team, and your abilities and contributions will continue to be an important part of our success. Thank you for all you do. Please accept our good wishes on your anniversary of your employment from the McGrath Automotive Group. Sincerely, the McGrath family. So that letter will be in your folder. And now I'm going to list off the 5 years of service. So these people have gotten 5 years, have had at least 5 years with us. Adam Pladna, Angela McCullough, Benjamin Davis, Carol Cummings, Curtis Dillon, Cynthia Peterson, Daniel Fisher, Gary Schumacher, George Stevenson, Gerald Brenke, Hannah Ellis, Jack Plowman, John Chapman, Jonathan Heller, Kevin Krogman, Krista Fleming, Kyle Roper, Louis Tracta, Michael Wolf, Nicholas Christensen, Nicole Morgan, Ronald Westhoff, Ryan Basson, Scott Clark, Stacy McDonald, Stephen Nicholson, Thomas Basson, and Zachary Simmons. Thank you for your 5 years. We appreciate it so much. I'm going to move on to our 10-year recipients. So they have had their 10-year anniversary this year. Beth Haydenfeld, Dennis Black, Jamie McGrath Hobson, what? Jeffrey Simmons, Joel McDowell, Murphy McGrath, Patrick Sheely, Scott Carter, Tom Palmer, and Vance Edwards. Thank you so much for your 10 years of dedication. We have two 20-year anniversaries this year, Justin Rosnick and Teresa Hagen. Thank you so much for your dedication. 20 years, that's amazing. We also have two 25-year award recipients, John Baker and Tom Wood. Thank you so much for your commitment. That is amazing. And we have one who has been here for 55 years, and that is Bruce McGrath. He is retired, but 55 years ago, he did join the company and started working with our founder, H.B. McGrath, so that is a really cool milestone worth mentioning. Thank you so much, all of you, for your hard work and dedication. We appreciate it so much. We have definitely been challenged this year, but we have definitely prevailed, and we are so excited to look forward to 2021.
Oh, hey guys, camera's rolling. Gavin McGrath here. Going to talk about the H.B. McGrath Award for 2020. And I couldn't be more excited to present this award to this person this year because they embody everything that the H.B. McGrath Award is all about. The sky's the limit, as H.B.'s saying. It's all over our different stores and something we speak about all the time. You know, H.B., when he would take his kids and his grandkids to ice cream, for example, they'd ask, Grandpa, what can I get for ice cream? And he said, the sky's the limit. Get what you want. And he translated that into business as well and ingrained that into his children and now into us grandkids, and that the sky's the limit. That spirit reminds me so much of this person. And this year's recipient is Sean Ritchie. And so I want to go into Sean, long-term employee that is an unbelievable human being, leader, business person, all the above. And I'm going to go into some things, strap it up because it's going to be a little bit here because I got a lot to talk about with Sean. I guess I'd say, first of all, true leadership comes out during times of adversity, okay? And to say that we've had adversity in 2020 is an understatement. Certainly COVID, then we had the hailstorm, and then the derecho. And what happened in the used car department at Chevy Used with Sean Ritchie leading was 4 records, including the all-time volume record ever in the history of Chevy Used Car Department, 229 in June. That same month set a gross record. So May, June, and July volume records, including, like I said, that June volume and gross record, a 20% increase in volume year over year, and a 30% increase in gross year over year. Just an outstanding performance by Sean, and it because of his leadership. And I actually, in his office, there's a quote. It says, "A good leader inspires others with confidence in him. A great leader inspires them with confidence in themselves." And he embodies that as much as anybody that we have or more. And I had the privilege of being Sean being a mentor of mine. He taught me the business in 2009 when I went to work for him as a sales manager. Went from F&I at Chevy over to West Hill when Sean was getting that thing cranking to over 100 units with only him and a sub-program manager and an F&I manager, just 3 people getting to 100 units. So I had the opportunity just to go help them continue to grow it. And I learned so much and continue to learn so much from Sean on so many aspects, mostly his influence and the leadership development side and getting people to believe and buy into themselves, just like that quote said. An example would be all the leaders that we have that went through that sold for Sean. Just to name a few, over at Dodge, Mel Payne, Zach Churchka, the F&I director. Here at Chevyland, Sean Bickford and Christina Fuller sold for Sean, including all, obviously, the sales managers that work for him now and the development that he's had there. Marion, the GM Colin Sleeper. Ford, the GSM Trevor Arnold sold for Sean at Westdale. Dubuque Chevy, Josh Orthel was a sales manager for Sean, and the list goes on. Just a few examples, as well as obviously I talked about myself there, and so the fun that we had and continue to have are memories that will stay with me forever. And if you look at our core values, our 4 core values, which is do the right thing, be humbly confident, have fun, and have a relentless pursuit of growth, Sean embodies all those at the highest level. And at the end of the day, he's a winner. And that's why he's had so much success and had so much success this year. I mean, you could go one of 2 ways with these types of things that we've had face this year. And it was nothing but positivity. It was nothing but look at our opportunity. It was nothing but let's go have fun. Let's go get after it. Let's take care of customers. And it showed with what the team did in the Chevy used car department. When you really back up and you look at when we acquired what is now the used car property from Jungie, the whole piece, the whole picture that Pat has talked about and why we're doing it has now fallen into place. We knew from then we were going to put the used car department at that facility. We knew we had Sean Ritchie, and we don't make that acquisition, we don't build that building without knowing we have such a strong leader in Sean Ritchie, and that's why we did it, and that's why you're seeing the performance and the growth and development out of those people. From a personal standpoint, a great friend, and we've had so much fun together, and I can recall some funny stories that I will save from another time because it's just fun stuff. But I just can't thank you enough, Sean, for everything you've done for me personally, for everything you've done for this company, and for all the people that you have mentored, that you have grown, that you have led, that you have, if you look at our purpose is to change people's lives. I mean, I can't count how many lives Sean has directly changed for the better. And I know that there are multiple people out there that would absolutely attest to that and owe where they're at right now to Sean Ritchie. And so I want to thank you for that. And we talk about the obvious choices. This year's choice for HB McGrath couldn't have been more obvious. So I just want to congratulate you, Sean. Thank you for everything. And it's especially cool because as I'm shooting this today on December 2nd, last night, Sean and Kristen welcomed Luke at about 10:20, a new baby boy. And so happy for Kristen and Sean, and especially now, Sean, congratulations on the 2020 recipient of the HB McGrath Award. Proud of you. Awesome job.
Hi, welcome to the McGrath Family Banquet. Like many have said, I'm sure really missed the opportunity to get together. This is much safer than having 600 plus people in a room, but it's certainly less fun as well. So thank you so much for everything this year, and so excited to get back together in early 2022 of next year. Crazy to say that. So I'm Murphy McGrath. I'm here to go over the difference maker for the year. And what is the difference maker? Most of you know that. What we do is we collect any suggestions we have for exemplary customer service or helping out each other, helping out coworkers. We collect all these in boxes that are placed throughout the dealerships. Plus we include any 5-star ratings. And the idea is who really lived the mission statement, right? So who exceeded expectations, did the right thing, and made a difference for our customers. And so what happens is we get all these submissions together, 2 managers take some time, read them all, and then they come up with throughout the entire company. And that's really grown a lot over the years. So throughout the entire company, who really showed the way, which was the best entry of that month. And so congratulations to these people whose names I'm about to read. You guys did an amazing job. It's hard. It's hard. You're a needle in the haystack right now to really stand out among all the amazing things that people do in our company day to day. And especially this year where we had to learn how to deliver cars to driveways and disinfect for customers. There's a couple submissions in there about that, or make it a truly hands-free experience for a customer. Maybe they did something all online, both sales and service. There's just a ton of great examples. And one thing that was really neat, all of the difference makers were on submissions by customers. So customers took time out of their busy days to say, hey, thanks so-and-so, you did a great job, and you're the reason I'm coming back to McGrath's. So thank you for that. It's really, really cool. All right, going through it. December of 19, Ryan Gillum, Kia Sales, took care of a customer, did an amazing job. She was super worried, and he stepped up. January of 2020, Ben Schmidt, Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram service from my store. Got a couple notes from customers, one from Heidi, one from John Blaber as well. So just a bunch of people recognizing that Ben's there to step up. February 2020, Adam Dubois, Kia Service, took care of an out-of-town customer. March 2020, Aaron Carpenter, Dodge Lot, helped with the move. It's amazing to think it was this year, but we moved into the Buick store and the Ford store all in 2 weeks. Aaron was all about it. April 2020, Trenda Giese from the Fleet and Commercial Department took care of a customer that'll always come back from us and buy a ton of fleet vehicles, so great job. 2020 May, Everett Brown, Westdale Used Car, bought a customer lunch and gave him an amazing experience. 2020 June, Justin Bergman and Mario Garcia, Coraville Used Car Superstore. They're the GOATs, according to the customer. 2020 July, JD Foss, Chevyland Sales, disinfected a bunch of cars for a customer in 90-degree heat. 2020 August, Ryan Merrick, Volkswagen Sales, did an amazing job stepping up in a difficult month. 2020 September, Matt Honeyfield, also went over the top, so Volkswagen Marion 2 in a row with Ryan Merrick and Matt Honeyfield. 2020 October, Preston Valdez, I'm gonna read that one as the difference maker of the year, and this is really cool. And then 2020 November, Tyler Headkey, Chevyland Service, great note from a customer. And he also got Ben Rusnick involved in sales, and Melissa Corkin in his department really stepped up and took care of a customer across departments. So that's great, Tyler. All right, Preston Valdez is our winner for the year from Kia Service, our Kia Service manager. And here we go. On August 29th, my buddy and I were heading to northern Minnesota for our annual fishing trip. About 40 miles outside of Cedar Rapids, my 2015 Kia Optima lost power, and we were forced to pull off the road in the middle of nowhere to get help. We were towed to your dealership, where we first met Preston Valdez. Hopefully we're not in the middle of nowhere, but Preston immediately got us to Enterprise Rent-A-Car, which was critical because they were swamped with customers, and if we didn't get a car, we would be stuck until possibly Monday. While there, I realized I didn't have my insurance card. I called Preston, and he immediately went to my car and sent me a copy of my insurance card so we could get a car. No hesitation, just help out the customer. When we got back to the dealership, we loaded up the rental and got back on the road with Preston's assurance he would take care of us. We spent the week fishing, and at least 2 times I've heard from Preston with updates on the parts needed and the fact he had a check for me for the towing and that the rental car had been moved to Kia's name since all the work was covered under warranty. The new engine did not arrive during the week. For the next 2 weeks, Preston kept me posted on the status of the parts and when the engine finally did come in. He gave me a solid date when my car would be ready. I made arrangement with HW Kia in St. Louis to work with Preston on getting my car back to St. Louis. On September 25th, my car arrived. I congratulate you if this is standard policy of your dealership, but I really want to thank and recognize Preston for the professional, friendly way he handled the situation. He is a true professional, and you should be proud to have him as part of your company. That's from Bill Coop, a customer. So Preston, you do this all the time. but just to see all the things you did for one customer as the manager in the store, it's a great job. It's just an absolute great job. This customer was lucky to work with you, and certainly we're lucky to work with you every day. But thank you to all of the Difference Maker winners, and on to 2021.
Hey, thanks again, everyone, for everything you did. And again, stronger than ever as we go into 2021. No question, this is going to be a great year, without a doubt. And again, thank you for all you do.